And these are some good products. Like Carol's Daughter's a good product. Um, Shea Moisture's good. I really like Diva Curl products, but I've tried these before. I went like found Diva Curl. Once I found Diva Curl, I haven't gone back. Like I love it. And you can buy like whole kits on Amazon for like $50. You can get like the dry poo, which is, or no, it's a no poo. It doesn't foam, and that's good for curly girls' hair because foamy means it kind of dries your hair out. Um, you definitely want like no phosphates, no sulfates, none of that fake stuff. You don't want, all of that stuff dries your curls out. And curly hair is like the hair that can be the hardest to take care of, and it can be damaged really because curls need a lot of moisture. You're always dry out. You're always dry. But yeah, I'm just sharing what I know. I feel like I was like the hair section. Well, wait a minute. Because, I do a lot of research on my hair care or whatever. It doesn't look like it. But yeah. And I spend a good amount of money buying the right shampoos and like really light defining gels. So when I do wear my hair curls, like you can spray it the next day without having to rewash it. Because it takes forever for dry curly hair to dry, and you have to put like little pins so you lift it off of your scalp so the curls underneath can dry. It's like a whole process, people, whole process. I mean, like if you do that every morning, you could wake up easily 2 hours before you have to be anywhere just to like wash your hair, moisturize your hair, put the right leave-in conditioner in your hair, put the clips in, let it air dry. And it's always best to let it air dry. The blow dryer with a diffuser works well, but it will still come out a little bit frizzy. Just can't help it with curls. If you let it air dry, I found that that's a really good method, but it takes forever. But I'm still like, I like all of these Beretti type things, but I buy them and I don't actually wear them anywhere. I seen this really cool thing at Walmart that was like, I don't even know how to describe it, but if I go back to Walmart, it was like a funky color. They only had one on the hook. It was a funky color, so not a color I wear, like a yellowy orange type thing. But as I go back to another Walmart, I'm gonna be looking. It's like it could be a headband, it could be a little hat, it could be it could like be all these things. I think it was Squinchy brand, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm gonna look for that and I'll share it with you whenever I find one that's like in a black or a pink or something. Oh, this is kind of cute. It's a hat, but it's like a headband hat with the actual visor, like a hard visor. That's kind of cool. Yeah, super stretch sporty visor head wrap from You Got This. I guess that's the brand. Oh, Fit Girl Club. Oh, Squinchy. Yeah, Squinchy. I guess the Fit Girl Club is like a line of aerobic-y type hair wear. I'm not sure, but I like that visory thing. That's kind of cool. That's something I would probably get and try. I wonder how much this is. $12.99, not bad. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop acting like I know what I'm talking about. But I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to curls. But anyways, I'm gonna get about this store because I just feel completely out of place. I haven't even hit that side. Like I've been stuck on these rolls. I seen hair care though, and I was like, maybe this will make me feel like I am not so out of place. And the guys that are watching this, you're probably like already tuned out by now. But whatever. Hey guys, so I was walking and I came across this place called Fresh and Healthy, which I've never heard of before, but it looks good. I like green juices, but I didn't really see a green juice I want, but I got this little wrap, that's what it's called. For a minute it was slipping on my mind. I'm like, what am I eating? This wrap. I'm gonna let you guys know if they're good. It's just a half wrap. See? But it'll fulfill the little hunger that I have. So yeah, this wrap is really good. It's the chicken Caesar, but it has unchicken. So it's like not a meatless version of a chicken Caesar, but I like that they have the like croutons inside of it. That's really good. So Don't know if this is like a chain place. It kind of looks like it would be. Like, see, this is the way it looks. Looks like it would be a chain place, but I'm not positive because, like I said, I've never actually seen. It's called Fresh and Healthy. The outside, like look at the door, it has all the pictures up from the outside, so that's what kind of drew me in. And they have a picture of the menu posted on one of the windows, so I was like, okay, really good, really good. So I asked the guy if this was a chain. He said, I feel like I have lettuce in my teeth. He said it's a Canadian-based chain. I'm not sure where it's at, but see how they have the menu here? Their prices are pretty good. I just got a half a wrap. It was like $4.18 or something. The chicken Caesar with unchickened Parmesan, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, croutons, olives, and dressing. Although I couldn't get the Caesar dressing, but I got the I think olive oil dressing is what he said he would substitute it with. But yeah, it was really good. So if anybody ever sees one of those, I definitely recommend. Now, I didn't have any juice because like I like to go to Jamba Juice and get their like mean green, I think is what it's called. Oh no, that's the naked juice. It's called mean green. But like I like it with grapes and cucumber, like, you know, and they didn't really have one that was equivalent. So I didn't get a juice, but the wrap was really good. Like I could have eaten a whole wrap instead of just a half wrap, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into Sally's really quick. Sunglass World. Yeah, I feel like I have lettuce stuck in my teeth. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, bye. I feel like I'm just holding you guys hostage today because I have that like 40-something minute video and then I stopped it and was like, okay, I'm not gonna record anymore, but like I'm just walking and it's kind of lonely. My trainer's in the truck. He's like on the phone. He's always on the phone. Not a bad thing, you know. I guess when you're a truck driver, that's all you do is talk. Or, I mean, I don't know. But I'm just walking and talking and it's like lonely just walking. Although it's beautiful out here. But I don't even know where I'm headed to at this point. I see stuff over there. Like I see Cold Stones and oh my gosh, I want to stop and get like a strawberry shortcake ice cream version, but I know that I don't need that calories. It's just like I don't know what I'm doing, and like I'm kind of debating as I walk if I want to go see a movie. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I know that like as pretty as it is out here, I don't want to just sit in a truck. There's only like I have not gotten, my trainer can actually like every time he goes back to the bunk, he can go to sleep. I haven't gotten to the place where I can just like fall asleep, sleep for like 8 hours and then like, okay, we got 5 more hours to go, fall back asleep and sleep for 5 more hours. Like anytime that I can get sleep, once my body has had enough hours of sleep, it's kind of like I'm up. So I'll lay there for like literally hours upon hours upon hours, just laying there. And it's kind of awkward when we're in this situation, like where we're at a shipper or receiver, I guess in our case, and I hope I don't get myself lost. Okay. And like the truck's not moving and we're both back there, because then I always feel kind of awkward when I'm like on the top bunk, he's on the bottom bunk. I know he's trying to sleep because he's able to like sleep, and I don't really want to be loud, so I like put my earphones on, listen to like, you know, watch YouTube or watch something on Hulu or Netflix or something like that. But like I don't want to call my mom and talk because I know he's trying to sleep, and it just feels weird, like I can't make any noise. And I'm sure that he doesn't mind if I make noise because I mean I'm human, but like, you know, I'm very conscious of other people trying to rest, so I don't really want to make a lot of noise. So I would just prefer to be out here talking to you guys out in the beautiful sun, seeing all these lovely palm trees that like remind me of back of California. I don't know, people say that you express yourself so well, but I be getting my words all mixed up, but whatever. You guys aren't judging me, right? But yeah, the palm trees. Oh, look, there's like a water thingy happening back there. See it? Okay, you know I gotta go check that out. I am like, I don't know, should I go get this Cold Stone? I haven't like treated myself to anything super sweet for a while. So I mean, it ain't like every day I'm out here eating sweets or anything. I'm really good in that department where I don't eat too unhealthy. I've really, oh, you know what I can talk to you guys about real quick? For whoever has made it this far into the video, and my apologies for the person who asked about this, and it's like at the 50-minute mark now I'm just talking about it, but somebody asked me a pretty good question, two-part question. This is like super cute over here. There's like a little play area. I guess that's what that is. Somebody asked me a question about how do I, what did they say? How do I keep from gaining weight as a trucker? And then they said, and then sleep. And I'm assuming that they mean like sleep patterns or whatever. The sleep part, I just kind of touched on. That I can't really answer that too well. I mean, and I haven't been out here long enough. So this response, especially about the healthy eating, is just coming from a person that's like newly out here. You know, I haven't been out here for months and months or anything like that. So the healthy eating thing, I would probably say my biggest way, and I think I've actually like maybe lost a couple pounds. I only eat once a day. I mean, like I might eat something really small at another time of the day, but I have one main meal once a day. And I'm really conscious of what that meal is. So like I won't walk into like a Burger King or McDonald's and have like a Big Mac meal. That's not really, because I mean, you want to get your 2,000 calories a day, I guess, but not in like an unhealthy way. So most of my meals, like you're kind of always gonna be, I'm gonna let you guys see the water in the background. I'm gonna sit. I can't really see myself though, so I don't know. Okay, but so most of my meals are, I'm conscious of like where, okay, my trainer doesn't really cook a lot. Every now and then he'll cook. Like, and I say like maybe twice since I've been on this truck in 3.5 weeks. So I would pretty much categorize that as not cooking. So you're kind of gonna be, and I wouldn't expect for your trainer to cook. You know what I mean? Like if they go above and beyond, that's great. But for the most part, I think a lot of truckers are kind of subjected to what they are around. So like, and your big truck isn't going to be able to, like, you might see signs as you're going down the road, like Cracker Barrel, this, that. Your truck's not going to always, most of the time, not going to be able to fit into parking lots and stuff like that. So you're literally going to be kind of at the mercy of whatever's at a truck stop. Now, all truck stops that I've come across, except for one, all have some type of food or eatery establishment incorporated into the truck stop. Usually it's like an Arby's, a Subway, a McDonald's, Popeye's chicken, some other brand chicken that I've never heard of. I'm trying to think of like all the stuff. I've seen Burger Kings. Yeah, but it's like usually fast foody. Like the healthiest option that I've really seen at truck stops are Subways. And depending on what you're getting at Subway, because some of the stuff is unhealthy at Subway. I mean, they fool you to make you think you're eating healthy, but it, depending on what you order, it could not be the healthiest. I mean, it's still better than Big Macs and like Jumbo Jacks and all that stuff, but it's still not the healthiest option. But at least you're getting like vegetables and stuff, I guess. But yeah, like Subway, I would say is the healthiest thing. So you have to be mindful of what you're intaking, because it's easy, it's all readily accessible. Of course, truck stops, they all have the snacks, the chip aisle, the beef jerky aisle, the cookie aisle, all of the regular stuff that you see at like a typical liquor store or like 7-Eleven-y type convenient, you know, small convenience store. So like I choose to like I'm like getting so sick of Subway, but I try to always make the healthy choices or whatever when it's around me. If we come to a place that like it's my time to eat, you know, because like I said, I only usually eat like one main meal a day. Like my little wrap I had would be like a snack or something on the side. Like I haven't eaten that all today yet. So that's like something little. I don't even know if I'll eat a regular meal because like I don't want to go and sit down in a restaurant or anything because it's lonely by yourself. But anyways, um, so yeah, I don't know if I find somewhere that has like you know, something that I can eat for dinner or whatever, and I'm really not hungry after eating a wrap, so I don't know. But yeah, the 1 meal a day, try to make it healthy as you can. Try to incorporate as many fruits and vegetables into your diet as you can, and really stay away from the junk food. Like my other little second thing that I think helps is I do not snack while I drive. Don't do it at all. Not healthy snacks, not unhealthy snacks. I don't eat and drive because you're driving for so many hours consecutively every day that if I'm worried that like if I get into the habit of eating while I'm driving, it's gonna become a habit, you know, and like you're at places, all these truck stops, you have way more unhealthy options than you do healthy options. So if you get into the habit where you're always used to like snacking and stuff while you drive, that can kind of go bad or go left really quickly, I think, because you're always seeing like chips and stuff that your mouth wants those things, and they're like, okay, yeah, yummy Doritos, they taste great, but they're not good for you. Like there's nothing nutritious about it whatsoever. So if you start getting in the habit of like driving and snacking all the time, like I just don't want to develop that habit. The only thing I do while I'm driving is drink. I keep a bottle of water next to me, and like I'll keep like my Starbucks double shot energy thing, or like I like the bottles, the long cans of Arizona, like the iced teas, or the fruit punch or something, and I always keep a bottle of water and like something else, a flavored beverage, next to me while I drive. And that's the only thing that like as I'm driving I'll drink, and I really don't drink it too much because then you'll have to pee all the time. But I don't snack on anything. Like if I was gonna snack, like I see my trainer, he does make some healthy choices. He like when we go to Walmart, he'll buy like a lot of like packs of like the little applesauces. He buys little bags of potato chips like that you put in your kids' lunches or whatever. He buys boxes of raisins, like things like that. So if you're gonna snack, if you're a snacker while you drive, try to like stop at Walmart's and fill your truck up with healthy options, granola bars, Kind bars. I don't even know if I would recommend the chips that he eats, but he eats little bags and doesn't do it often. So I mean, you know, like if you're conscious enough to do things in moderation, then sure, go for it. But don't get yourself in a habit where you're always used to like snacking on salty or grabbing candy bars, and like you're doing that every shift. Like I mean, 10 hours is a long time. So if you're used to snacking, you're probably gonna snack a few times during that 10 hours. And if you're all bad habits, and then when you're eating, you're stopping and you're getting like Arby's or Burger King or McDonald's and stuff, and you're incorporating that on top of the bad snacking habits and stuff. And you have to remember that as truck drivers, other than when you get to the dock or to the shipper, like, and not even all the time, some of them are dropping hooks, but some of them you have to actually get out and open the back doors, or you might have to walk to the rear of the trailer and pull your tandem pin. Like you're not really there's not a lot of physical activity that goes into being a reefer driver, which is a big thing of why I think I'm gonna go flatbed, because you are physically doing something with every load. Like you have to get up there and strap. My arm is getting tired. You have to get up there and strap and tarp and all of that stuff, and it gives you a workout of some sort. Because just as well as you can't get your truck into all these restaurants, you can't get your truck into gyms and stuff either. Like it's hard because they have Planet Fitness everywhere. I've seen like every state, I think I've seen them. But you can't always get your truck into a Planet Fitness, or there's not always something right across the street from a Planet Fitness that you can like get to where it's practical. You know, like during your 30-minute break, you can like walk across the street, park at a truck stop, walk across the street and like work out really quick or something. It's just not practical that you're going to be able to stop at gym. So like I'm hoping to build like some kind of 5 to 10 minute workout regimen into my day. Like once I'm on my truck, I'll kind of be able to get my own thing going and figure out what works for me. But yeah, so like if it's easy, if you start snacking and eating the wrong things and eating multiple times a day, not waiting till you're actually hungry, but just eating because there's food accessible, because you're always going to be stopping at truck stops, fueling up, stopping for your 30-minute break, There's all kinds of stuff. You know, the truck stops make it sound so good. Like, buy one bag of beef jerky, get another one free. Buy a cupcake, get one free. Buy a soda, get one free. There's going to be all of these things where if you use your points, your card, like as you start racking up points, you won't have to even pay for some of this stuff. You'll have enough points to pay for the junk food. It's really easy it's right there in your face. So you have to be smart enough and mindful enough to know that I'm not going to eat these bad things, because you're not expending the energy. You're sitting on your butt driving all of these hours, and when you're not driving, you're sitting laying down trying to get rest. So you're not really working off or burning off the calories. Most of the calories that you intake, you're not going to be burning off. So you want to make your calorie intake as healthy or as wise as possible. Make them good calories. If you can't, like for me, when I can't, there's not a Subway and like there's only like a McDonald's to the truck stop, I still don't be like, okay, well that's an excuse to get a Big Mac. No, don't do that. Like, all of these truck stops have this little like pre-made deli section where they have like little things of salad. A lot of them have like little cups, like where it's a plastic cup full of fruit, and they're 2 for $5, and they're sitting in this ice chest thing. So like you could grab a salad for like $5, grab 2 things of fruit, and have salad and fruit as your meal. And then tomorrow when you stop at a truck stop, or in the middle of the night if you're a team driver or whatever, because as a team driver you're going to stop more often because you have to take a 30-minute break, they have to take a 30-minute break, your truck's always moving, so you need to fuel up more often. But you know, the next time you stop, there will be a Subway, because Subways are in so many of these places. But just, you know, and if you're able to cook, or if you know how to cook, like when I get on my own truck, I'm going to be cooking for myself. So that's going to eliminate even having to like get sick of Subway. But for right now, my training stage, I'm just sucking it up and, you know, eating Subway, like a veggie wrap or something like that. And I do buy those cups of fruits a lot. So like I'm definitely getting fruit intake. I'm getting my veggie intake, not as much as I'm supposed to, but enough. The birds are like loving it out here. I love it. I just like the natureiness of everything around here. But yeah, so that's how I plan on not gaining any weight. And like I said, I think I'm actually losing a little bit of weight. Not a lot, like maybe a pound or 2. Maybe not. Maybe I just feel like I am. I don't know. I'm not like out looking to lose weight, but if I lose a pound or 2, I'll take it. Hey, who's complaining about that? And then the sleeping pattern, yeah, I have not been out here long enough to like really give any good advice on sleeping. I mean, when you're first starting out here, 10 hours of driving is not hard to do, but it's definitely mentally draining because you're still new, you know. So like on the when you're driving on the freeway and stuff, you're still so very conscious and like looking at everything. You're still kind of worried, like I don't want to hit anything. You're extra vigilant, probably more so when you get more seasoned as a driver. You'll kind of be more relaxed to where, I mean, you still are vigilant, not saying that seasoned drivers aren't paying attention or nothing like that. But you know, when you're new, you're still kind of scared of like hitting things or going into another lane, or you're kind of worried about stuff. So you tend to be like more mentally alert, like you're perceiving everything. If you're a smart new driver, some people get cocky out here and they're like, oh yeah, I got this. And like you think you're too good, too quick or something. But not me. Like, you know, I'm still definitely vigilant of everything. I'm mindful of everything. So at the end of your 10 to 11 hours, if you're driving like me, like I've talked to some people and they only drive like 6 or 7 hours a day. So, I mean, in a way lucky then, but in a way not, because it's going to take you longer to get your miles in or whatever. But whatever the case, I, for the most part, drive my clock out every single shift, you know. And then I sleep while he drives his clock out, and then I go back to, like, we don't really stop unless it's a situation like this where we don't have a choice and we're stuck because the shipper won't unload us. We keep pushing. Like, there is no kind of rest in between time, maybe an hour at the most to like go in to shower and like actually take your time or whatever, but not to just like how I'm doing, just kind of chilling and walking around and stuff. So at the end of your shift, if you're running your clock out, you're gonna be mentally tired. So when you actually lay in that bunk, like for me at least, I kind of tend to like 15-20 minutes and I'll fall asleep unless I'm purposely keeping myself up, like I'm talking to my mom or something and I'm still like halfway asleep on the phone or trying to text, you know. But So right out of the gate, I don't really can't say that I have a problem. I know that some people have a problem. Like I talked to a few of the people that I've been orientation. Like I try to keep up with everybody, and they don't sleep well when the truck's moving. Like as it hit bumps and stuff, they constantly wake up, and sometimes that bothers me. But I can usually get right back to sleep. Um, but so like I'm not really sure. Like I know some drivers take melatonin, which is a natural sleep aid. Which I don't think it leaves you groggy. I've never actually tried it, but they say like it leaves you not groggy when you wake up or whatever, versus like some of the like Tylenol PM or something like that. Um, I'm not really sure. Like I said, I fall right to sleep, so I don't really have a problem. And like I will, depending on the road we're on, if it gets super bumpy, like I will wake up. But like as long as I don't like turn something on my phone or like be checking emails and stuff and like really wake my mind up, I can pretty much fall right back to sleep. So that is not a problem for me, but I'm sure after months and months of being out here, and once I go solo, my advice might change. Because when you're solo, you're just sitting. And people ask me, what am I going to do after training team or whatever? I'm going to go solo. I don't have anybody that I know well enough that like I would want to team with. Because that's a whole nother thing. Like you have to really make sure that they have the same work ethic that you have, whether it's a good ethic or bad ethic or whatever. They need to be able to run the same as you do. And, you have to be able to know that they can drive to where you trust them. And, it's just a whole plethora of things, like a checklist when you decide to team with somebody. And I haven't really met anybody that I am interested in teaming with or that is open to teaming where it would even be an option. So I'm going to be solo. I'm going to stay a company driver. As more that I talk to lease operators or whatever, that sounds like a really good option. But to begin with, I think it's smart to always go company, learn how freight moves and stuff across the world, not the world, but across America. Learn as much as you can as a company driver. And then if it makes sense for you to go into leasing, then go into leasing. I know some people will tell you right out the bat to go into leasing, and I'm not going to argue with those people because I'm not here to like persuade you to go my way. I'm just saying for me, I think that it's a smart option to go company, make little mistakes, learn how things work, learn how dispatch works and all these different things. And then if leasing seems like a good option for you, then I'm going to maybe go that route. I did talk to a guy at Prime. I'm not sure, like, I guess it's still in their leasing department, where you can actually buy a truck in 2 years. You put $14,000 down, and then, like, depending on the amount of the truck, whatever the difference is, like, you break that up over 2 years, and that's how much your weekly payment is. And, like, he showed me an example where the weekly payment was, like, $671 or something. It's actually cheaper, that option. But then, mind you, if you're buying the truck, the like insurance and everything is on you. So like I talked to a few people while I was in Missouri. I stopped by the leasing office actually for one of my subscribers, but it was good information for me as well, just to like knowledge to know. So yeah, I'm gonna be company in the beginning, and I'm definitely thinking about like maybe after 30 days trying to switch over to flatbed. I mean, reefer is cool and all, but it's like really, I hate to say it's like lazy, but it is kind of lazy feeling. Like I like to be active. If I wanted to like be lazy, I would go back to corporate America and sit behind a desk and be cool with that. I came out here because I like to be active. I want to get out. I want to walk around. I want to do things because I know that I'm not going to get to a gym. Like it sounds good to be like, yeah, that's right, you're going to go to the gym and work out, but that's not going to happen. So if I can incorporate workout into my daily routine, like why not? So I'm gonna probably go flatbed at some points, hopefully some point soon. I don't think that it's a hard transition at Prime, so that's cool. But yeah, so I can't think of any. One subscriber did ask me, and I'm still thinking about it, but she asked me what is like the most surprising thing that I've seen or realized since I've been out here. And I don't really know the answer to that. So I have not forgotten your question. I'm just still contemplating. I'm still kind of trying to figure out I don't know. I'm loving to see like all the wildlife. Like, I've seen a lot of deers on the side of the road, which kind of scares me because they're so close to the road. I'm like, please, deer, don't walk out. Please, please, please don't walk out. But for the most part, they kind of stay right on the side. And I mean, like, literally, the road's here and the deer's right there in the grass. I'm like, okay, you're a little bit too close for my comfort, but so far they've been chilling. Every now and then they'll look up and, like, I see that deer in the headlights, I guess is what that is, because, like, their big eyes shine back at you. I don't know where that saying came from or whatever. But I don't really know what's the most surprising thing is. So when I figure that out, maybe I'm overcomplicating the question. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. The movie is like calling me. The movie theater is like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like right over there somewhere, Hollywood. But it just feels so good to just sit out here. I guess I'm gonna have to, like, because this video is almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to, like, stop talking and then break this into, like, part 1 and part 2, because you guys don't want to hear me just talk, I'm sure. Like, I don't even know why I'm talking so much. I haven't said anything. I haven't been talking to you guys for a couple days now. Oh my gosh, the bird is just like, he like flew right by me. Oh my gosh. Okay. These birds are not scared of people. I can tell that. But yeah, hopefully my rambling didn't bore you, because I know that for the most part I'm not talking about anything special. So sorry guys, but I really appreciate the few of you that like are watching. Thank you. I am definitely not going to get coasted on after I just rambled about making healthy choices. And I probably am not going to go to the movies. I'm going to probably be walking back to the truck. Maybe I walk back to the movies later on this evening. I mean, I don't know. I guess I should be trying to sleep. Although I brought us in from Georgia, like right before Atlanta. And I do not like driving in Atlanta traffic in a big truck. But that ride from Georgia, after I got past the Atlantic traffic and like the circle abouts and all of that stuff, the drive from Georgia into Florida, by far my favorite drive so far. I mean, I love driving through Mississippi and Alabama and Louisiana and all of that, because it's like swampy and there's trees and stuff. I love it. But the roads were so smooth. What I was on, like the 495 to, or maybe the 485 to the 85, somewhere like that, like 85-ish. And then I think at some point I got on the 10, I think. And then I ended up on the 95, which I guess goes all the way to New York. I don't know. But the way I came from Georgia into Florida, the roads were so smooth. There were minor hills, but like I never had to really come out of 10th gear. It was just a beautiful ride. Like, I seen trees everywhere. There was stuff to look at the whole way. I didn't go through like just fields of emptiness. Like, I really enjoyed that ride. This was by far my favorite ride. But I brought us in from Georgia to Florida. So I guess, I mean, we're both kind of sitting. So both of our clocks are gonna, we'll both have fresh clocks, not a 70-hour clock, but fresh our 14-hour drive clock or whatever. So I don't know. It's really his turn if you're going by like taking turns back and forth. But I've been driving a lot at night, and when you're going to new places and you've never been on certain roads, the nighttime is kind of cool because there's not traffic and stuff like that. But it's kind of intimidating because you don't really like it sometimes, like, in the wee hours of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning, there's not a really lot going on around you. You're going so slow that other trucks are kind of zipping past you, and they come and go. You're kind of on the road by yourself. It's so dark, that I have my high beams on a lot, but as the other traffic's coming towards me, you have to keep turning your high beams on, and I find myself like having to keep slowing down, because I don't know if the turn that's coming up is like super steep turn, and I'm like kind of still, like I said, when you're new, you're very vigilant of everything, and you're very, like, for me, overly cautious, like where I probably don't have to slow down as much as I do, but I don't know if the turn is going to be too sharp or whatever, and I don't want to like flip us over. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do with my morning, and I'm sure that he don't want to wake up that way. But so the nighttime is kind of like, it has its good and its bad. Like, I mean, yeah, you don't have to, like, you're not stuck in commute traffic or any of that. Well, sometimes in the morning, depending on what time you started in the night, you kind of do get the morning traffic if you happen to come up on a city during, the rush hour morning traffic. But the nighttime thing is kind of, it's cool, but then it has its drawbacks. So I would not definitely be opposed to like maybe starting the drive tomorrow, because then we deliver in the morning. I'll get to drive day in the daytime. Then he'll take the night shift. But at some point, like the way your clock cycle, it comes back where you guys both flip flop. But for the most part, I do most of the night driving. He said he sleeps better. Like it started out like that because he said that he sleeps better at night than he does in the day. But it's not like he forces me to do nights or anything, but like I do kind of find myself like on the when I come to like certain turns, because it's just so dark. They're like speed limit will be like 65, 70, some places 80. I'll be like slowing down to like 45, 50 on some curves, just because I legitimately can't see how sharp the curve is. And I'd rather be slower and safer than like be flipped over on the side of the freeway like, darn, I should have slowed down. But I'm rambling again. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Great week. I will check in with you. I don't know why I'm saying week, because I'm going to check in with you guys way before the week ends, because it's only Monday. But I hope everybody's day is as beautiful as mine has been today. And thank you so much for keeping me company. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If there's anything that like certain content that you want to see me talk about, or trucking stuff that you want to know, questions that you have, feel free to email me. I will put it in the description. Feel free to leave it in the comments if you're okay with everybody seeing it, which I don't mind. Either way works for me. I will definitely put that eyeglass place in the description. And yeah, have a good one. Talk to you later.